All right, I have to start. Remember, I said that I'm going to give you some notes on digestion, right? So let me just show you the notes I prepared. I don't know whether I am too naggy. I have a very long set of notes. So you just take a look whether this is going to be helpful to you, because I know that digestion is going to be taught only very much later. Okay, so this is what I have. I PDF it. All right. Okay, so digestive system. Okay, so there are some explanation about digestion. Okay, so our system is actually made up of the alimentary canal. All right, plus liver, pancreas, gallbladder. So liver, pancreas, gallbladder are not part of the alimentary canal. Do you see what I see? Are you looking at what I'm seeing now? Okay, let me know whether you can see or not, okay? This particular PDF. Can see it? Yeah, can see it, give me a thumbs up. That at least I know you can see the screen. Because the other day I shared during a class, they couldn't see. Then I was talking to myself, they couldn't see anything. Until a few minutes later, then they asked me, what are they supposed to see? Okay, so alimentary canal, all right, is actually the long tube. So the long tube from the mouth, esophagus, and then to the stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and the anus. Okay, but liver, pancreas, and gallbladder, they are not part of the alimentary canal. However, they are very important for digestion. Clear? So these notes are, okay, right, will tell you the necessary, like I just mentioned to you, right? Alimentary canal doesn't include the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder. Can? Then how the food enter from the mouth and then passes to the anus. Okay, then this is the labeling of the organs inside the human body. Do you think this will be useful to you? Should be useful, right? Okay, you all want something like this, or is it too long? Okay, so I have also listed down, okay, what are the important nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, and then fats. Okay, vitamins, we don't talk about vitamins in this topic, right? But vitamins is actually important to us. So next time, if you are thinking of doing biology in Sec 3 or Sec 4, okay, some of you might be interested. For me, actually, I took triple pure science when I was in secondary school. So it will be useful, to have such information. Okay, and then after that, okay, the next page I talk about how digestion works. Okay, I make some amendment to this table. Okay, I actually added in the enzymes. All right, and then these are the food particles broken down, okay, in different parts of the body, as well as, okay, what is the use of the pancreas? Pancreas actually produces pancreatic juice, which contains these enzymes and digests these substances. All right. Then very quickly, okay, so how does food move? Okay, so this is also being written in short paragraph to you. All right. And then, so all these things are the digestive juices. In the mouth, we have salivary glands, okay, producing the saliva, right? And then stomach lining produces stomach acid, etc. Okay, then you have pancreas, liver, and then you have the small intestine. Oh, move up. Don't worry, Sneha, I'm going to send this to you via the chat box, and then you download and save it. Is it okay, Sneha? Right, I just quickly go through to see whether this is something that you all want, okay? And then points to remember, just certain points for you, okay? And then that's it. So total 6 pages, might seem very long, but I thought, you can keep it as your notes. Is it okay? Okay, so whenever I have time, I will try to make notes like this for you. Okay, I'm also thinking of making the kind of answering technique kind of notes. So I will be giving question and then answer, and then I will highlight what are the things that has gone wrong for the certain answers. I thought this will be helpful as well. Okay, I want to do all that for you. Okay, and that's gonna help you in your exams. Okay, let me look for this. Okay, you try to download. If let's say you cannot download, you let me know. Okay, I have just sent it in the chat box. If you can see it, you click save. Okay, then If you are not able to download, you must highlight to me. If you can, just put a thumbs up. Okay, Kieran, remember to download while you're eating dinner. Hi, Anaki, you're here. Anaki, I just sent actually the notes for digestion. Okay, Anaki. All right, you probably missed it. I'm going to send one more time in the chat box. So Anaki, if you can see what I've just sent in the chat box, can you save this into your laptop or your computer? So, okay, if you are done, you give me a thumbs up. I have sent it. Did you see it? In the chat box, you can't see it. What are you using? Are you using a laptop?
No, iPad.
You're using iPad. Right, I see. Oh, okay, because Zenith can download, right? Kiran also, Anaki also. Are you able to use a laptop later at the end of the lesson to log in? And then I send to you, you can download. How about that?
Okay, sure.
Later, we just concentrate on lesson first. At the end of it, then we do that. Can? Don't worry, I'll be around to help you. Okay, so now let's move on. Okay, you notice that this week we are doing the chapter on forces. So we are trying very much to align, okay, with what you're doing in school. We started off with digestion, right? But digestion is actually very late. All of you are doing forces, isn't it? Correct? Or you finished forces already? Hi, Anaki. Good to see you. Okay, I want to see your face, Anaki. Kiran, once you're done with dinner, you turn on your camera. All right, so now let's look at the forces. How many of you completed forces? Thumbs up. Completed forces, okay. 2%, Kiran as well as Zenith. Anaki and Sneha still doing forces, is it? Okay, I'll do a very quick revision and then we'll go into the questions, the worksheet. Now, for Sec 2, right, the forces that you are doing are very much similar to what you have done in primary school. You agree? It's only the new section that is on pressure, okay, that is added. And then after that, they have the energy towards the end, correct or not? So the conservation of energy part might be the one that is more difficult. But today, we just focus on forces, okay? So if I were to use these notes, my own slides, I will be going through review. Okay. Just a very quick revision. All right. It is very simple, all right, to talk about all these concepts. Yeah. Okay. So state, forces can actually change the state of rest or motion of a body. These are very familiar things which you learn in primary school up to point D. Exert pressure on objects. Okay, bring about turning effect. Actually, you did learn a little bit about it in primary school, not a lot, okay? But you will not be required to know a lot of this. Okay, in Sec 3 and Sec 4, you will be doing a lot more about this in physics. Okay, the turning effect, you'll be doing moments and how to balance like the seesaw kind of thing. So moments will be important, okay, and it's related to turning effects of forces. At your level, you just need to know force can bring about the turning effect. All right, you need not go into calculation, etc. Okay, you probably don't even understand when I say moments because that is really upper secondary work. So you need to identify contact forces, non-contact forces, then predict their effects on objects. Okay, some schools choose to, include questions or problems, okay, related to speed. Okay, so how does the force, how does the effect of forces change speed, right? So not to worry, if your school is not doing this, then it's fine. Okay, it's something very simple. Don't have to worry so much about it. Now, you need to make measurements of mass and force. You need to choose the right equipment to measure mass as well as the right equipment to measure force. You already have tried that in school. Then you need to know what are their respective SI unit. This is a very standard, unit that is used internationally. Okay, so that's why it's called SI unit. Of course, the term is very, very long. It's not even English word. Okay, compare mass and weight. All right, compare mass and weight. Then relate pressure to force and area. So this part here involves some calculation, involves some explanation. You need to answer quite a number of questions based on your understanding to pressure. Okay, then investigate pressure using its formula. I believe you are actually on this now, somewhere on this now. Is it? Zenny, are you still doing this part? Or Sneha, are you still doing this part? Still doing this part, and you know that it is a lot more compared to the first part of this chapter, right? Okay, there are many examples. They give you examples for knife. They give you examples like high heel shoe, etc. Still remember or not? Okay, if you still recall, yeah, we will go into that later. Now, whenever we push or pull an object, we are actually exerting a force. This is something you know. Okay, don't worry about taking pictures. You know that next week I'll be giving you some notes, right? So effects of forces, it can start a stationary object moving, okay, or you can even stop something that is moving. You can change the speed of the moving object, change the direction of the moving object, change the size and shape of the object. All right. Usually when we talk about size, not so possible, but you can break it, right? You can break it into small pieces. So the sizes are now smaller. Okay. The shape can easily be changed. This we know. So measurement of forces, the instrument, okay. If we are talking about measuring mass, it will be electronic balance in the science lab, beam balance, also measure mass, okay? Then force meter, you see the word force. Why use force here? Because the SI unit for force will be Newton, okay? And it is very much related to the force meter, okay? Spring balances. All right, have y'all seen the spring balance before? They all try to do experiment, then must read off the scale. Okay, there are so many types of spring balances. The one you have in the science lab, thank you, Zenif. The one you have in the science lab are the very basic ones. Okay, there are actually spring balance that can measure tons and tons of newtons. Okay, those are the, of course, you know, the industrial type. But in the science lab, we don't need to measure something so heavy. You're not going to hang yourself on the spring balance, right? To measure your force. Okay, so that is not necessary. Okay, then we talk about friction. Remember in primary school, there are 4 types of forces that you learned. What are the 4 types? One is friction, right? Frictional force. Okay, Anaki, can you remember another force?
Can you hear me?
Hi, Haresh. Yes, I can hear you, Haresh.
Yes.
Haresh, turn on your camera.
What's the question?
Okay, my question is, what are the 4 forces that we learned in primary school? One of it is actually frictional force.
Magnetic force.
Magnetic force, good. You want to try 2 more? Still remember primary school what?
Force.
Gravitational force. Last one. Last one, maybe not inside your book. Primary school, we learn.
Frictional force.
Frictional force already here. So we have frictional force, magnetic force, gravitational force, and one more.
Elastic.
Wow. Yes, elastic spring force. Very good. You remember that. Let's see. Somebody type something to me. Okay, electrostatic force is another one. Okay, Sneha, you're not wrong. I wouldn't say you're wrong. Electrostatic force is also another force, okay, but it's not really highlighted, okay, in our syllabus. Okay, now, Zenny, when you talk about chemical potential, that is energy. Okay, but good try, because this is also part of what you learn in this topic. Okay, there are only 4 types of forces in primary school. Okay, they are frictional force, okay, elastic spring force, gravitational force, and magnetic force. Electrostatic force is another type. It's actually, we usually call it electrostatic forces of attraction, right? For example,